so that I have it. So perfect. Yeah, we'll start on our backs this morning and just take a big old sigh or two. Take a big inhale in through the mouth. And an open mouth exhale, and let your entire body soften. 2 more, big inhale into the body. Nice deep, deep, deep inhale in. Open mouth, exhale completely out of the body. Last one, big deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And begin to find those spots of tension. We oftentimes jump into our day full tilt, running at whatever it is we have to do, without stopping to think about our body, stopping to think about where we might be holding on to tension, and we just rush through our morning. Mornings are special, so take the time to check in with yourself. What do you need this morning? Pay close attention to those sensations. Pay close attention, be aware of your energy level and how you're feeling, not just the physical tension. Take time to breathe deeply. Soften the whole body from head to toe with each and every exhale, and notice. What places can't surrender with ease? What places do we send a little more care to, a little deeper breath to? Where do we send a little more softness to in our life? So that when we do begin, we're paying attention to our needs, physically, emotionally, energetically. So noting all those places from head to toe. Give yourself one more big, deep inhale in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Sigh it out. And let your body breathe. Draw the knees up and into the chest on your next breath, and just again check in with the low back, the shoulders, maybe the neck. Take the head from side to side, the back of the skull. While you have your feet off the earth, find a few circles in the ankles, a few flexes of the ankles, an extension of the ankles. And then find the knees and separate the knees nice and wide, and enjoy those big juicy circles to the sacrum. Massaging it out, working out any kinks in the hip joints. Just moving the head of that femur around a bit, and make sure that we create balance by taking them in both directions. Any tension here, note it. Feet to the sky, wake up the hamstrings, point and flex the toes and stretch the ankle again. Nice and big. See how it feels. Really press the heels away, really press the toes away. All these gentle little movements to our body just to hone in on those tiny little sensations and bodily awareness. Where can we stretch? What feels good? What can we hold for a breath or two in a stretch? Deep inhale. Exhale slowly. Find Ananda Balasana, that child's pose, that happy baby. Draw the feet down, let the back melt on the earth. Find the backs of the thighs, maybe the backs of the calves, maybe the soles of the feet, and draw those knees down towards the shoulders with your spine flat on the earth. Again, deep inhale, exhale, melt. Note the tension now in the jaw and maybe the shoulders. Because every time we shift position and every time we move, we create a little bit of tension somewhere else in the body to compensate for where we are surrendering and softening. And note it, soften even deeper. Gentle tuck of the chin, lengthening the cervical spine. Nice deep inhale and exhale here. Maybe another rock from side to side. If it feels okay, come back to that playful attitude. Life is about the experience without all the judgment. Where are you today? One more big, even breath here. Extend again the heels to the sky. We can maybe slip our hands underneath the glutes, palms facing down. Point the toes, engage the core. So hip point to hip point, engage that muscle, transverse abdominal muscle, pelvic floor drawn in. Feel that firmness in the navel area. And slowly lower the feet all the way down. And hover about 2 or 3 inches above the earth. Take a full breath here. On the exhale, draw the legs back up, slowly all the way back up. Take a full inhale, press the heels to the sky. Exhale, knees to the chest, squeeze, flatten the spine. Nice. Inhale, extend the heels to the sky. Point the toes, core engaged, slowly all the way down. Feel that firmness in the abdomen as you lower and hover. Take that full breath here. On the exhale, slowly bring the legs up, nice and slow and easy with our core. Put all your awareness in the core. Take a full inhale, exhale, knees to the chest. Squeeze. Maybe round the forehead up here to meet the knees, depending on how you feel. Nice. Inhale, lie it back down. Point the toes to the sky. Let's find 3 more of these. Slow release all the way to the earth. Nice. Hover. Take that full breath. On the exhale, start slowly to bring the knees and the legs back to that point in the center. Just starting to be aware of the sensation in the belly. Take the full inhale. Exhale, knees to the chest. Beautiful, ladies. Inhale, extend. Point the toes, core engaged all the way to the earth. Nice. Hover, take that long breath. Note the sensation, note the tightness here in the belly. That's where our work's being done, not in our legs. Nice deep breath again. Take one more breath here, and on that exhale, bring it up slow and steady. Take that full inhale. Exhale, draw the knees in, round the forehead up to meet the knees. Nice. Inhale, extend, lengthen, toes to the sky. Core engaged, slow, lower all the way to the earth. Hover just above it. If you've got it, take 3 long breaths here, hovering right here. If there's any issue with the low back, any problems with back pain or belly pain, come out of it. Draw the knees into the chest anytime you'd like. Completely up to you. Slow and steady. And then inhale the legs back up to the sky. Nice. Or exhale, sorry. Inhale. Extend and lengthen. Exhale, knees back into the chest from your backs. And pause. Inhale, open up. Find 5-pointed star, pentacle pose. Take 3 deep breaths into the belly, lying on your back. Arms extended, wide and long. Soften the belly. Beautiful. Let's slowly bring the knees back up into the chest. Find that squeeze. Find the knees then bent at 90 degrees. Our arms are going to come out to our sides, palms down. Again, a nice twist to the belly, core engaged. We're slowly going to drop the knees over to the right side. Just hover for a breath. Take a full breath here, core engaged, nice and steady. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, back to that center point. Exhale, over to the right. So find 3 or 4 of those. Back and forth, deep, deep breaths. Again, mindful, core engaged. Note how it feels in the belly. Be aware of the sensations. Notice. Adjust with the breath. One more on each side. Wherever you are, come back after that balance has been created and find happy baby one more time, allowing the spine to melt to the earth. Find the soles of the feet, the backs of the calves, the backs of the thighs. Take a few deep breaths. So we're working on the strengthening of our core. When we strengthen our core, we find strength physically. We find strength to get through those tough times emotionally. We find balance. Balance not only physically, but balance in our life when we can come to this place and rest in Manipura, that 3rd chakra. Deep inhale in. Exhale, soften the spine. So slowly from happy baby, we're going to extend the feet back to the sky, heels to the sky, toes to the face. We can take our hands, interlace our fingers beneath our head. Find that transverse abdominal muscle. Find the pelvic floor. Find Uddiyana Bandha. Draw that navel in. Find your core. Find that firmness in the belly. Full inhale. Exhale. Use your core to just bring your head up 3 or 4 inches. Elbows out wide. Long neck. Soften the jaw. Slow, deep inhale. Exhale back to the earth. Take a full inhale. Exhale, come up a little higher. Pause for a breath or 2. Inhale, slow release back to the earth. Exhale, bring it up. Either hold here, depending on your body. Again, check in with your neck, your shoulders, your jaw. If you find any tension, try and relax. Inhale, release all the way back to the earth. Exhale, draw the body up. Hold it, breathe. We're not holding our breath, we're holding that firmness in the belly. We're contracting the muscles. Take a few breaths. Inhale, release all the way back to the earth. Find 3 more of those if it's available to you, holding in that position. Find the sensation in the core. Nice. Nice work, ladies. When you've had enough, rest in Shavasana for a moment. And I can see the 3 of you, so I'll know when you're resting in that Shavasana. Well, stay right here. Take a few breaths. Again, find the sensations in the belly. Tune into the muscles. Tune into that place of fire deep within. Just notice. Feel the warmth throughout the body. Feel the warmth in your belly. Check for any tension or sensations in the neck and the shoulders and the jaw. Take a full breath in through the nose. Big, deep inhale in. Open mouth, exhale, let it all go. Nice. We're going to take time here to cross the feet at the ankles. Find a few spinal rocks. So let's move that energy from that space of the belly up and down the spine. 3 or 4 rocks. And if that's too much for you, you're welcome to roll to your side and come up. If you've chosen to rock, rock up. Keep the feet up. Pause. Boat pose, Navasana. Pause here. Check in with your spine. Lift from the sternum. We want to make sure that our sternum is lifted. We have a long, flat back. Toes are pointed. Hands can be behind the knees. If this is uncomfortable, bring your toes to the earth. Maybe bring one up at a time. And then the other. Play with your boat pose. Check out the sensations here. Again, strengthening the core. Maybe we take our arms out wide. Maybe we exhale, draw it in, round out the spine. Inhale. Open it up. Take 3 long breaths. Exhale, bring it in. Beautiful work, ladies. Inhale. Find what works for you here. You know your core. You know your body. You know your practice. See what you need. Give yourself what you need this morning. And those things that you really don't like to do or incorporate into your practice, push yourself a little, because those are those things that we need. One more deep breath wherever you are. Plant the feet, curl up, embrace the knees, give yourself a squeeze. Take a breath. Nice. So let's, as we're seated, come up and find our cleansing pranayama. This morning, Kapalabhati. And we will come up. I like to find that comfortable seat. If you are open to Vajrasana, Thunderbolt, sitting on your heels. Just removing that flesh from behind, allowing those sit bones to tilt forward. Finding that space in the pelvic floor to breathe. And just pause for a moment. Just close your eyes. Note the position. If you're in Vajrasana, note the position of your pelvis, slightly tipped, cradling your core. If this is uncomfortable and you have knee issues, tuck a blanket between the back of the thighs and the calves. Feel free to just sit in Sukhasana with the legs crossed. We're going to take 3 rounds of 22 and I'll guide you through those cleansing breaths, so that forced exhale and that passive inhale. So we'll take a full breath in through the nose. Completely exhale. Inhale part way. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Open mouth. Exhale. Sigh it out. Inhale part way. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. Inhale completely. Exhale completely. Last round. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale part way and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Exhale, slowly folding over, emptying everything out of the lungs. Inhale, rise up. Let's find our tabletop. So we'll come into Brahmanasana and find our tabletop pose. And again, we check in with that low back and our core. We find that little dip in the spine. We'll find a little movement here. So core engaged, find that neutral spine. Take a full inhale, lengthening from the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head. Exhale, press it out. Open up the back side of the spine. Tailbone all the way through to the crown of the head. Inhale, slow release. Let the upper body, the heart reach for the earth. Lift the forehead, lift the face. Exhale, take it all the way back. Head comes down last. Inhale, release. 3 more on your own breath. Take all the time you need to feel each one of the vertebrae move and shift. Inhale. Exhaling. Take as long as you need to move. We'll come back to that neutral spine. Pausing here. So pausing with that neutral spine, I want you to become familiar and aware of your body and the placement of the hands before we find downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Open those fingers up nice and wide underneath the shoulders. Find those gecko fingers. So if we were to slide our finger underneath our hand, there's a space there not touching the floor. Press into the earth. Rotate the upper arms away from the body. So we find an external rotation here. Slow, deep breaths. We're going to tuck the toes and just find puppy. Bring the knees up off the earth just for a few breaths. Again, check in with your low back and your core. Know how it feels. Notice all the pressure in the tips of the fingers and the heel of the hand. Press in with your hand even more so that we feel that in those finger pads, not the wrists. Deep inhale, exhale, press the sit bones behind you to the sky. Take the feet wide if you need. Just check in with the hips. The wider we take the feet, the more space we create for the hips. Maybe rock to the toes, to the heels. Check in with your hamstrings again. Relax the upper body to the earth. Let the head hang. Deep, even breaths here. Slowly, let's walk the feet up to meet the hands. Inhale, lengthen out of the hips. Again, even here, monitor the sensation in the low back. We want to tuck that in so we don't have that dip. We want to protect our spine. So we draw the belly in, pelvic floor in, transverse abdominal muscle, core engagement. Lengthen the body. Exhale, release the body. Inhale, press in strong and rise all the way up. Take a little back bend here. Open the front of the chest. Take a full breath. Exhale, hands come into the heart space. So before we move into our little flow, we will do just a little bit of a Nitambasana side bend and a little more core work. So I'll show you Nitambasana is just the side bend, but when we get ready to do the core work, I'll show you what we're going to do. So let me just demonstrate with a block here. After we move into that side bend, we'll come down onto the block. Again, check in with that dip in the back. Draw it up, straighten it out. Right leg will bring it out. Find that energy running through the heel of the foot, toes towards the earth. This really works, again, keeping those hips parallel. So if you see the minute that hip pops up, we draw it back down. This strengthens that muscle, transverse abdominal muscle in the belly. And we'll hold it for a few breaths. We'll switch off on the other side. So let's find the Tambasana. So coming back to the back of your mat. Inhale the arms up overhead. We want to get a little movement in the low back. A little side extension. So arms come up, nice deep inhale in, right hand around that left wrist. Take a full breath. Exhaling all the way over to the right side body. Find the balance between the left and right foot. Press in evenly. Maybe inhale, come up a little bit more, and exhale even deeper. Feel that big stretch all along the side body. Inhale, come up. Switch out the hand placement. Exhale all the way over to the left. Take a full breath. Maybe stretch with that right or left hand. Stretch that right arm out. Nice little pull. Inhale, come up a little ways. Exhale, take it even deeper. Again, check in with the sensations. We're opening up space. Inhale deeply all the way back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Soft knees. Inhale, peek up. Lengthen out of the body. Let's find that block in front of us. Exhale to the top of that block. So there are 3 sides to that block. We want it sitting here. If it's too wobbly for you, find yourself coming right down to the earth if you have extra long arms. Either place. Find that core. Check in. Deep, deep, deep breaths. Engage, contract the muscles, but allow the breath to happen. Inhale, bring the right leg out long behind you. Take a moment here to let that right hip pop up. And then slowly, again, transverse abdominal muscle engages to draw it back down so that those hips are nice and square. Beautiful, ladies. 3 deep breaths here. Nice. I can see those square hips. Yay. Slow, deep inhale. One last time. Exhale, draw that right foot down to the earth. Inhale, slowly peek up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. Take that little back bend, look up, exhale, hands to your heart. So let's find that left side. Inhale, nice big reach up. Exhale. Come forward, find the block. Find the placement, root in with the right leg, engage your core, extend the left leg long behind you. Toes point to the earth. Square off that hip. Check in with it. If you lift the hip a little bit, see if you can find that sensation of the muscle, drawing it back to a nice square place. Beautiful. Deep, deep inhale and exhale. Nice. Beautiful. 2 more deep, deep breaths. And slow lower all the way down. Inhale, peek up. Lengthen, tuck the pelvis. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. And hands to your heart. So I'll show you this next portion of the flow that we're going to do. So last week we learned a little bit about Nataraja and cosmic dancer pose, and we did it in our own way. What I'd like for us to do is today, again, we'll come from, and I'll demo it so that you see, we're going to come from Nataraja. I might need to scoot up here. We can bring our block out. So Nataraja, we'll come down very slowly, again, core engaged. Taking our time into warrior three. So again, paying attention to all those muscles, slowly coming into our own warrior three. If we fall out, we come back at it. We'll lower ourselves with warrior three to either the block or the earth. Open that right hip into Ardha Chandrasana. Back, square the hips off. Step back with that right leg. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Inhale, we'll come back up, square the hips off, and find that revolved triangle, Parvrita Trikonasana. Back down. And then we'll work on the other side. So I'll walk you through it. Again, nice and strengthening for the body. Nice and strengthening, reassuring us that we have balance, we have strength, not only physically, but energetically. So place your block at the front of your mat if you need it. We'll start with the right foot. So we're going to find that planted, find that mountain pose. Root in with that right leg. Take a full breath into the body. Exhale. When you're ready, slowly bring that left foot up. Wherever is comfortable for you, maybe the sole of the foot turns up. We can bring the right arm around us, embrace all that life has to offer us, and make our connection with the palm up to the heavens. Take a full deep inhale and exhale here. Find your balance. Tap into Ujjayi breath if you need. When you're ready, maybe bring the hands into your heart. Maybe you like to take the arms out. Your choice. Slowly pause here. Wherever you've decided to go, and start to move slowly into Virabhadrasana 3. Your warrior 3. If you need to come out of it, or you need to put a foot down to go there, go there. You know where you're at today. Slowly taking the time here in Virabhadrasana 3. Beautiful, ladies. Nice. We stumble out, we find our breath, we move back in. When you're ready, placing that right hand on the earth and left hand on the earth, core engaged, square off those hips. Bring the right hand into center, just slightly. Note where you are. Open up. Roll that left hip open, nice and deep. Beautiful. Beautiful. Pause. Nice. Deep, even breaths. Slowly, if you choose. Come back around, drop that left hip. Take a full breath into the body. Exhale, let that left foot plant behind you so the hips are square. Inhale, peek up. Again, lengthening out of the spine, we shift slightly over top of that right foot. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Take 3 deep breaths here. We're massaging the right side of the abdomen. 3 beautiful deep breaths in this forward fold. and then wringing it out. So we'll inhale, we're gonna come up. Again, be sure we've squared off the hips. So take your hands, place them right on the hip creases. Draw the right hip back, find squareness. Left hand comes down, right hand can come up. We find this nice deep revolved Trikonasana. Parita Trikonasana. Reach with that right arm. Again, take 3 deep breaths here. Beautiful. We're wringing out our system. Nice. Slowly, right hand comes back down to the earth. Take an inhale, exhale, step up with the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, peek up halfway. Exhale, release. And rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. So let's find that left side. Pause in mountain pose. Take 3 deep breaths. Moving through some of these sometimes causes frustration, and it's okay. It's all learning. Yoga is about this path of learning right now, being open to anything, checking into our feelings, checking into our sensations, dealing with them without judgment, without frustration, just note it. One more big inhale. And exhale. So this time we'll find the strength on that left foot. Plant it. Root in. Really strengthen that left leg all the way up. We can bring the right foot up when we're ready. Maybe all we do today is put our right toes on the earth. And bend the knee. Embrace whatever sensations that you felt in the last little flow. Enjoy those for a moment. Right hand, connect to the divine. Palm up. Dig deep into your core. Breathe. Find that drishti at the end of your mat. Be patient. Hands can come to your heart when you're ready, or out to your sides. We can take all the time we need. We can drop that right foot to the earth, bend, and then find our Virabhadrasana 3, our warrior 3. Nataraja allows us to have this continual dance with our breath, with our life, with our sensations, with our emotions. When you've found your Virabhadrasana 3, feel free at any point to start to come to the earth and plant the hands. Or the top of that block. Again, check in, find your core. Slowly use that transverse abdominal muscle to open that right hip. Maybe this is as far as we get. We open the hip, right hand at our heart. Maybe we extend that right hand to the sky for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Beautiful, ladies. I love it. Deep breaths. Put a smile on your face, a smile in your heart. No judgment, contentment with where we are on this path right now. Deep, deep breath. When you're ready, you can slowly bring your body back around. Square those hips off. Lower the right foot about 2 or 3 feet behind the left. Square the hips off. Inhale, peek up again. Check in, tuck the pelvis, lengthen the body. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Deep, deep breaths. Bring out the left side body. Nice. Last big breath. Inhale. Come up. Hands to the hips. Set the hip creases. Slowly find that left hip brought back. We want to square this off. So sometimes even coming all the way up, if it feels better, we want to square the hips off. If that means taking the feet a little wider, do so. Straight ahead, nice deep inhale, exhale, fold, coming all the way over. Place the right hand on the earth. If it's comfortable for you, lift the left arm, look up. If you don't have neck injuries, look up. If you don't have issues with balance, look up. Someone with high blood pressure might want to keep their hand right there on their hip. Maybe not allow that head to drop below the heart. Either place, just take 3 deep breaths. This is a nice twist. Open up the left side body as much as possible. Rotate that heart around. And exhale. Lower back down. Inhale, peek up. Exhale, right foot steps up to meet the left. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands come back to your heart. Take 3 deep breaths wherever you are. Beautiful. Let's step out to the sides of our mat. Heels in, toes out. If you need your block, you can take it with you from Malasana. We're going to come all the way down, so core engaged, nice strong core. Hands at our heart. We're going to come down into that prayer squat. Maybe walk and adjust the feet and the knees where you need to be. And when we got to this place, now is the chance that you have to relax the core, relax the low back, soften. Close your eyes. Deep inhales and exhales to the body. Each exhale, surrendering, finding softness in the low back. Find gratitude for the challenges, not only on your mat, but the challenges we face every day and the things that we can bring from our mat into our daily challenges to help us find contentment and santosha in our day. Help us find strength in Manipura, that place in our core, and balance in our life. Let's find a seat on the mat. We'll come down to our backs. And if you'd like to bring your block along beside you before we settle in, we're going to find a gentle inversion. Again, just Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. If you need a block beside you, you can. We'll end up with our legs up in the sky for a moment. So come all the way down, and I challenge you, if you'd like, stick your arms out, toes on the mat. Take a full inhale, lengthen the body. Exhale, come back just a couple of inches. Take that inhale again, lengthen. Exhale, come back. Inhale and exhale. Slow release of the body all the way down. Walk the feet up. Heels directly behind the hips, knees bent. Tuck the chin, Lengthen the spine. We'll inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back down at our sides. Inhale, arms bring the hips up. One vertebrae at a time. Exhale, slow release all the way back down. Inhale all the way up. Come up on the tiptoes this time. Press into the ball of the feet, knees pressed away from the body. Chin rests right in that jugular notch. Take 3 deep breaths here. A little compression to the thyroid and parathyroid in the throat space. Exhale slowly all the way down, bringing the spine, the arms, the heels back to the earth. This last one, when we come up, we'll slip that block under the hips if we'd like, under the sacrum. Inhale all the way up. Come up on the toes. Find the size of the block that works best for your body. Slip it under the sacrum. Rotate the palms so that the palms are facing upward. External rotation of the upper arms. Walk the shoulder blades down the back and underneath the chest. Slowly bring the feet up off the earth. Bent knees, just allow to be inverted here for a few breaths. Maybe flex the ankles. Maybe find those rotations. Hang out. Deep, deep inhales and exhales. Nice. When you're ready, slowly bringing your body down to Shavasana. Take any last minute movements that you might need within the body. Maybe take a little roll, maybe take that big cat stretch. Take your arms and legs out long to your sides. Let's find 3 deep, deep cleansing breaths that come from the belly. Deep inhale in through the nose, open mouth, exhale, letting it all go. Deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale in. Exhale it out. Find softness in the soles of the feet, that space that connected with the earth today, provided you your support, your roots. Relax the calf muscles. Soften the knees. Relax the quads. Note the sensations in both of the legs. Be aware of the strength that you're building. Soften the hips, the low back. Note any tension you may be holding here. Note the softness of the belly as it breathes with your breath riding into the lungs, as it rises and falls with the breath that you take. Note the opposites here in softness and in strength. Note the fire you've created, burning off all that's not serving us, that's blocking our path. Soften the chest. Also note the softness and strength of the lungs and heart that take us through our practice, that keep us strong, that bring prana, energy to us so that we can step forward one foot at a time onto our path. Noting along the way obstacles, noting frustrations, bringing our awareness to them so that we can identify, so that we can find contentment right where we are. Relax the arms, the shoulders, all the way down to the fingertips that also touch the earth, that also support us in our practice, that place in the palms of our hands where our energy lines reside, starting through our body. Soften the neck, the jaw. Note the tension maybe in this area where we allow ourselves to tense in that frustration that we experience on and off the mat. And that tension runs from the jaw all the way into the shoulders. Learn to note when it arises and find softness. Let your breath take over. Soften the eyes. Soften the mind, that place where our judgment comes from. Be easy on yourself and others. Rest and surrender. Starting to deepen your breath, taking in long, slow, deep breaths to the body. Invite in little movements to the fingers, the toes. And when you're ready, rolling to your right side this morning and pausing, resting here for just a moment. Resting in your strength. Resting in your softness. Create an intention today or an affirmation to remind you of your strength, of your softness. And before you rise, I have a beautiful little quote or little reading from Rumi, who is one of my favorites. And it's called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house, empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes your way, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Rise up slowly. Join me as we close today. Find your hands in at your heart space. Close your eyes, bow your head, find that beautiful sweet smile on your lips. Note your strength, note your softness. Note that we have both that will guide us and lead us through whatever obstacle comes our way on and off the mat. Have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day and week. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.